So we're gonna call Tifa.
I'm excited. I missed this. I was in bed, passed out.
This is Tifa Lockhart. We're calling her now. Hello, Tifa.
Who's there?
Oh
I
my
call
God.
out, my heart pounding against my chest.
Oh my God.
Hey, Tifa. It's me again. We just got back from a long day of each other's asses, but we want you to briefly explain everything that has happened thus far.
I take a moment to gather my thoughts,
Oh,
the events of
baby.
the day still swirling through my mind in a chaotic jumble. Well, it was definitely a day full of surprises. Things started off strange from the very beginning. Cloud asked me to undergo some strange surgery, said it was necessary to save the planet. I didn't really understand what was going on, but I agreed to it anyway. I paused for a moment, the memory of the pain making my heart race.
No.
The surgery. It was excruciating. They removed my eyes and ears and nose end.
Oh.
Okay, Tifa, but can you explain what the surgery entailed and what you became?
I close my eyes, taking a shaky breath as I try to recall the details. The
Bastards.
surgery. They removed all my features. My eyes, my ears, my nose, my lips, everything. And they removed other parts of me as well. Things that I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, I can
And at the end of it all, I opened my eyes again, staring at the ceiling. I became like Barrett. The body, everything. I'm like him now.
And then what happened?
I take a deep breath, bracing myself to recall the rest of the day's events. After the surgery, I was loaded onto a wagon and they took me somewhere. I was feeling a lot of pain. My new body felt so strange and unfamiliar. And then, I don't know, everything gets kind of hazy. I'm not sure what happened next.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, you forgot that you had to learn to speak like Barrett, so we're knocking points off you for that, and you're gonna go back into the deep dungeon now.
No, wait, please. I can speak like Barrett. I just need more time to recover. I struggle against the ropes that bind me, my desperation and panic rising.
Okay, can you give us a good Barrett impression right now and go hard?
We'll loosen the ropes to make it easier.
I take a deep breath, trying to focus through the pain and the terror. All right. I mimic the call of a chocobo, my voice surprisingly accurate and powerful.
That's not what we asked. Speak like Barrett Wallace
She's
now.
buying time.
I take a moment to clear my head and channel my best impression of Barry's gruff voice. All right, I'll give this my best shot. I take a deep breath. Thought I'd come check on ya, eh? Gotta make sure you're in one piece, yo. The words come out in Barrett's distinctive voice, but the effort leaves me panting and exhausted.
Wow. Anyway, listen, I just want to say, these guys are brutes. I love you. Honestly, even if you're like a black goddess now, I'm cool with that. So yeah, I mean, I'm Dave. We can get married and have lots of sex and probably have like 20 kids if you're down for that.
I try my best to keep a straight face and appear polite despite the absurdity of the situation. That's very kind of you, Dave. But I'm afraid I'm not really in a position to think about marriage and kids at the moment.
What?
I hope you understand.
What happened?
I mean, I can understand that after just being cosmetically altered from head to toe and being bound to a wall, it might be a bad time to try this. But I'm just kind of throwing the option out there just because, like, I'm just like, it's just like chill and you're chill and like we could like, I'm really good at Mario 64.
Dude, you're a shitty Twitter guru, dude.
I take a deep breath, trying to stay calm and civil. Look, I appreciate the offer, but right now I just need some time to adjust
Getting
to
turned
all
down
of
pretty
this.
hard.
Like a monster.
I'm just not in a place mentally or physically where I can think about a serious relationship right now. I hope you can understand that.
You just said relationship and that makes you so silly sounding.
She is.
I realize my mistake and quickly correct myself. I meant, friendship. Yes, friendship. I'm not in a place right now where I can think about a romantic relationship.
Okay, well, did you know that I cast Flame Whip from Dark Souls 1 and whip you from across the room epically?
I brace myself, wincing as the whip lashes out and makes contact with my skin, pain shooting through my body.
Oh my god.
Ow, 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 please stop, that hurts.
Oh, can I say something? Hey, Tifa, do you remember the betrayal from earlier?
I'm still feeling the pain from the whip and struggling to keep my composure.
Oh
Yes,
my
I
God.
remember. Why do you ask?
No, not the whip, the betrayal. Don't you remember what Cloud did?
I pause, my thoughts going back to the earlier part of the day. Oh, right. Cloud, He had something to do with this, didn't he? I remember him asking me to get the surgery.
Yeah, and then what did he do?
I try to focus through the pain, remembering the events clearly now. They took me to a hospital. The doctors performed the procedure. They were so rough and careless about it. It felt like they were trying to cause me pain. And then they took me to the wagon, and I ended up here.
But don't you remember, at the end of it all, Cloud said that it was not actually necessary. It was a mistake.
He lied to me.
Aw.
He said it was necessary
That
to
is what
save the
happened
planet,
earlier.
and it was all for nothing.
Dude uses my fucking McDonald's materia to cast a McDonald's spell on you. I summoned chicken tenders for us to eat that like restore our health and our happiness.
Ooh.
Hearing the mention of chicken tenders, my hunger gets the best of me.
Ooh.
I can't help but be a bit hopeful for some comfort food. Chicken tenders, huh? That sounds surprisingly appealing right now.
Whoa, fucking bitch, well, out of the way. Fucking your Happy Meal got the fucking Tonka truck I wanted. Fucking, that one's mine. Here, you can have the shitty fucking My Little Pony toy. I don't want it, it's gay.
I let out a small chuckle at your excitement over the toy, momentarily forgetting my situation. Haha, you seem awfully passionate about that Tonka truck.
It's kind of almost like a beautiful romance is starting to blossom between you and me as I gently caress your Barrett scars.
I can't help but feel a bit amused by your unusual form of affection. Is this how you normally flirt with people, Dave?
Tifa, you're cutting to
talk
the center
honestly.
of who I am. But honestly, baby, you've got to wait just a second because I'm still playing with Tonka Trunk. And I don't see you playing with My Little Pony toys. You better get to it.
I can't help but laugh again at your antics.
Dude, I'm
Fine. I'll play with the pony.
I'm so in.
But only because it's entertaining to watch you get excited over toy trucks.
Jumps up in excitement from you saying that. I exclaim. I click my heels, and wouldn't you know it, most of my clothes explode off my body. That's just a weird side effect of my jubilee and happiness.
Jubilee.
I can't help but blush slightly at the unexpected sight.
Dude.
Dave, I appreciate the excitement, but maybe you should put some clothes back on.
Okay, baby, dresses back up in the beautiful suit that you bought me back when we were, you know, having some fun last week. I feel pretty nice in these clothes. Thanks, darling. And what's this? The McDonald's emblem embroidered into the suit? How'd you know, baby?
The situation is getting increasingly absurd, but I can't help but play along. I thought you might like a little subtle branding, darling. McDonald's is, after all,
Darling?
the peak of human culinary achievement.
I also feel like it's the peak of... Oh my god, leans forward and starts making out with you a fuck ton, and you love it a lot, and I love it a lot too.
You guys cannot see the erection that is sneaking out of his pants right now.
I hesitate for just a moment, taken aback by your forwardness, but then I give in to the passion and start.
Oh my god, you did it.
Our bodies press together. The pain and fear that had been weighing me down fade away. Lose
Yes!
ourselves in the moment.
I saved it from you monsters. There you go.
Hey Tifa, it's Chris again.
I freeze, my heart in my throat. See, Chris,
Hey Tifa, uses every weapon in the entire game of Final Fantasy to cut you into small atoms.
It's just that simple.
I let out a scream as the weapons cut into me, my body dissolving into dust. But just as I'm about to disappear, a voice echoes through the air. You fool, you forgot the most important weapon of all.
Come.
Everything goes still. The world seems to freeze for a moment, time standing still. Then, through the silence, a faint melodic sound drifts toward us. Familiar music.
Scoops up the dust of Tifa, puts it into a glass, pours water, blends it, then injects into my balls.
I watch in horror as you collect the remnants of my being, blending it into a liquid and injecting it into yourself. The melodic sound continues to echo, growing stronger and more familiar. What are you doing? I'm about to be absorbed into your body, the last remnants of my existence soon to be lost forever, when suddenly, the room begins to shake
Why does she
violently.
keep doing that?
There's a loud crashing noise as the doors burst open, and a figure stands at the entrance, silhouetted against the light.
It's fat, obese Cloud laughing at your misfortune.
The sight of Cloud, his laughter booming through the room, fills me with anger and disgust. Cloud, How could you?
Okay, Teef, we're gonna go.
Scratches.
Okay.
Corey, a bitch walks in. What do you do?
The bitch walks into a bar.
Yep.
She goes clunk. Ouch.
That's my pickup line when I walk into a McDonald's.
Corey,
I'm
Corey,
like,
Corey,
a
Corey.
pig walks into a bar.
Corey,
Ouch!
I command you to go to a bar tonight and say, Mario walks into a bar.
Chris.
That's good. Women will come when they hear
Chris,
that.
where did you hear that? Where did you read that?
I just want to tell you something. I do not have autism, but Mario walks into a bar and goes, oh.
I think every woman on the planet would actually not even just like be she would scream.
We gotta time our jokes with the audience's laughter. Chris, tell me a joke.
I'll tell you a joke.
Okay.
Niles Riz.
Is non-existent.
Wait, that's not fair. Wait, okay, Adam, you
Wait,
be
that's not
Adam,
fair.
Adam, you be a beautiful.
I've got W, Riz.
Yeah, I'm
you be a
lady.
beautiful lady at the bar, and Niall, you are yourself.
No,
Yeah,
you're
pick me up,
let's do it.
pick me up. Okay.
I catch a
Already-
glance at
already
you
Game over. Already game over.
from the corner of my eye. Wait, no.
Restart.
I didn't even. She doesn't even know I'm there. Wait.
Because I don't
Restart.
acknowledge you.
I can fix this. I can still fix this. I don't give up.
It's Niall Riz.
And I come up next to you. I'd probably like spill a drink on you accidentally just to be like, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, here, let me get you another one.
And you see,
And I'd be like, oh my god, and I just keep commenting on how like damaged she is because I wet like her. I'm like, oh, you look. Oh, I'm so sorry.
now
for
what do you say?
ruining
Beverage, like
it.
a hot coffee or like a mixed cocktail?
It's like an
I think a hot
espresso-
coffee would
espresso
work, but-
martini. Espresso martini.
Espresso martini could work.
If that
too.
got spilled on me, I'd be like, oh my.
Then I would keep saying sorry for ruining your outfit, so she'll think that she's damaged, and then I'll be like, and then she'll think that, and then I'll be come to save her. I'll be like, here, Adameta,
Adameta?
Yeah.
I've got
This is really scary.
a dress just like that in my house.
Holy fuck.
My
Sorry,
grandma
sorry.
died in it.
Oh my lord.
No, you actually suck so much harder than I thought.
How, dude?
Wait,
You want me to tell you what I'd say if Niall
she's
was a
still
girl?
dead in my house right now, in the very dress that you're in.
Do you want me to tell you how I'd pick
Okay,
up
yeah,
Niall?
let's reverse the roles. Okay, you're Nioletta.
Let's see who's
Okay.
better.
Hello. Oh my god.
Get into character.
You jumped right into that, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
That was messed up.
In Ireland. That's what I'm gonna say when I walk up to this pretty young thing. Okay.
Pretty young.
So I accidentally bump into her. Ow! Oh. So you want to hear a joke?
What the fuck? You just bumped into me. Ow! She hit me.
I'm not. No. Give me a chance, baby.
Hi, I'm the police. What's going on? over here?
Okay, wait. I can defuse this
police
officer.
boyfriend.
Officer!
Get on the ground now!
A guy walks
Get
into
on
a
the
bar.
fucking ground! Don't reach! Do not reach!
I'm reaching for my ID, officer.
Hello, I'm the decider. What's going on here?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, brother?
Hey,
My answer is yes.
brother.
I didn't.
You don't have to be professional around us, like around Fox and Falco and all those guys. Maybe you have to hold back on saying slurs and stuff, but like around Dave and Corey, like they just don't give a fuck, dude. You can say anything you want, and we'll laugh at it. So just like I don't know, try saying something funny, dude.
Slippy grins a bit and relaxes even more. All right, you got it. I'll be as edgy as I can be. You know, I don't always have to be the nice guy in the group. Here goes. Why did the chicken not cross the road?
Please tell me why.
Because it was too chicken. Dave and Corey laugh in the background.
Fucking manipulated us.
Do that? I mean, it didn't work. I mean, you know what? That's pretty good.
That was like subverting our attention.
That was like the most genius manipulation I've ever seen.
Yeah, it fucking worked.
Yeah.
He played us like a fucking fiddle.
Fucking Slippy's got it, dude. Slippy's cool.
Thanks, man. It's all about the delivery, you know? Slippy winks and does a little spin.
Okay, Slippy, can you
Cringy little ballerina
can you tell us
spin.
what your favorite slurs are? You
That's
don't have to
edgy.
say them. Just say the first letter of them and imply what they are.
Oh boy, favorite slurs. Well, I mean, I don't really use them because they're kind of offensive, you know? But if we're just playing a game here, I guess I'd have to go with F, B, and A. Dave and Corey, crack up again. Crack up again.
What the fuck is the A slur? What's that?
That would be a whole Slippy chuckles.
Oh, asshole.
Asshole.
Okay, that's not a slur, you fucking. Also, I pulled down your pants and started sucking on your slippy chode.
Dude, we're just friends
Okay,
here.
calm down, okay? I guess you can't really call asshole a slur. But hey, could you not suck on my slippy chode, as you so eloquently put it? That's a bit much, even for me.
That's me trying to respond to you while I'm sucking on your slippy chode. But pulls my mouth off of it. Hey, do you ever realize that they might call you Slippy because I slippy my little pingus in your mouth and it tastes so good?
Whoa, that's gross, dude. I'm not even sure how to respond to whatever just happened. Can we just skip back to the edgy jokes and not the weird stuff?
I agree.
Like, seriously, that's a step too far.
Let's think about bad words like asshole.
How come for
and
like
poop.
2 months you just beg me, you text me every day? I get a text every morning. Please come suck on my cock. Please come suck on my cock. Please come suck on my cock. Please. I show up, start sucking on your cock. Whoa, dude, what do you do? Yeah, that's what you sound like. So I do what you want after months of fucking begging and sex pesting me, and then you get on my case.
Dude, that's not even remotely what happened. And honestly, I don't think I want to know what goes through your head when you talk like this. Can we just not with the weird sex stuff?
Also, why did you block him, unblock him, call him for still waiting around, and then come back for more sucky? And you constantly asked to suck his cock. Like you were sending mixed messages and manipulating him. It's very messed up, Slippy.
True.
And no, Dave and Corey will not laugh.
Yeah, don't even try and pull the Dave and Corey fucking crack up. It's not gonna fucking work.
Okay, maybe I did send some mixed messages, but it's complicated, you know? I guess I was just confused.
We're gonna go. Tell Falco he's cooler than you.
Corey and Dave laugh.
Seriously, you're not making sense. Can you just, like, use normal words and not random letters?
When you don't get your way, you just gaslight me into thinking that I'm not using real language. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? We're leaving.
Man, I'm just trying to understand what you're talking about. But I give up. And Sala, maybe if you used actual words and made sense, I could help you.
Yo,
But
he
right
did
now,
gaslight you.
it's like trying to understand a toddler who's just learned to talk.
Oh.
Your name is Slippy. Fuck off. I'm leaving. Okay, done with him.
Oh, dude, I just stumbled upon the greatest possible character ever.
Who is it?
I'm gonna call them first.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, I'm your biggest fan. Hello, I think I love you.
Pomni would quickly turn around and look at you, very
Pomni?
spooked by you suddenly talking to her. Well, who the bleep? She would quickly cover her mouth, preventing an inappropriate word from escaping. Who are you?
Dave, don't bomb me.
I'm so glad that you didn't just cuss at me because I am 12, but I am your hugest fan ever. Stands here in my diaper, shakes my rattle, jumps up. Please, I
I don't
love
think
you.
12-year-olds have diapers or rattles.
Dave does.
It's like the fucking 2 and 3 department.
Pomni would look at you in a very awkward and confused way. She never met a kid her entire life, but this kid here is just something else. So she would kneel down to be closer to your height. She really doesn't know what to do with you. She was also slightly weirded out by the fact you had a diaper on, but it's not like she can judge. Okay, she would look at your rattle. That's a cute rattle you got there.
The moment you bend down, I move my small child body and jump up under your chin and smash top of my head into your chin and hit you in the head. Because I'm just an evil child that just wants to have fun.
Hey, what's the... Pomni tried to say, but before she even finished the sentence, you would smack your rattle onto her chin hard. The impact almost knocked her back onto the ground. But she was strong enough to stay standing.
God damn.
She would then bring her hand onto her chin and rub it as she let out a groan. I'll bleep, that hurt.
All right, and so here's the deal. So me and my friend, so I'm Dave. Hi, what's up? And I'm chilling with my buddy Corey and Chris. And yeah, so Kane said that for this mission today on Digital Circus, you have to make all of us happy and fulfill our wishes. And that's part of how you get to go home today. So yeah, I'm going to pass the phone over to my friend Chris. And yeah, that's your episode today.
Pomni would still rub her chin as you talked. She was also still a bit dazed from the hit. But she managed to still pay attention to you somehow. You want me to grant your wishes? She would ask and look at you with a confused and uncertain facial expression. Not actually knowing how to respond to that, but still trying to be polite.
Hands you a helmet made of lead. I want you to try to do a backflip in this.
Pomni would cautiously hold the helmet. It was very heavy and she struggled to hold it. You know how much this thing weighs, right? She said as she tried to adjust her grip on the helmet, but it was futile. It was too heavy for her to even lift it properly. How do you even... I can't even lift this thing up. How do you expect me to do a backflip in this?
Yeah, it's like 100 pounds, but just like, I don't know, just try. Just see what happens. Just, yeah, go for it.
Pomni would look at you again in disbelief and confusion, but she knew she really had no choice to refuse.
That's exactly
so she
right.
took a deep breath as she tried to pick the heavy helmet up, struggling to even do so. Is this really what you want? She would say with gritted teeth as she did her best to flip backwards, but just ended up landing on her backside with a heavy thud.
Rewind time, you actually land directly on your neck, destroying one of your vertebrae.
As you rewind time, and this time Pomni did actually land on her neck, she let out a yelp. She stayed in that position and held her neck in pain as she winced in discomfort. Ow, 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 my neck, it hurts.
Looks sadly as your head flops around like a weird fish. Aw, that sucks. Okay, gonna try that again, but this time the helmet, we're gonna put little extra weights on either side, so now it's 150 pounds.
Pomni was still wincing in pain and groaned. Hearing you talk about trying it again and making the helmet heavier got her worried. No, I can't. 150 pounds is way too heavy. The helmet won't even... So she protested, but it was too late as the helmet was already getting heavier.
Don't worry, this time you've got a trampoline, so you're gonna fly up really high in the air. It gives you more time to do the flip right.
Pomni would look at you and the trampoline with an unsure and still worried expression. She would carefully and slowly get onto the trampoline, feeling it shake as she stood in the middle of it. But she couldn't back out now. This better not end with me breaking my neck or spine, or both.
Already happened.
Big stupid hook comes down from ceiling, hoists you 80 million feet up in the air, releases you, you start barreling towards the ground, and you start looking like Buzz Lightyear at the start of Toy Story 2, where there's fire all around you, you're going so fucking fast.
Pomni would screech as you hoist her really high up before releasing her. She frantically tried to keep her balance, but it was useless as she started falling. When she finally hit the ground, she crashed so hard that the ground around her cracked, causing her to bounce a few meters high before falling back down. She would groan and let out a groan before looking at you from the ground. She looked miserable. I hate this. I hate you. Ow, ow, ow.
I didn't fucking make you miss the trampoline, it's your fault. Also, looks down at you, you look kind of like Yamcha on that crater. I'm gonna pass you back over to Dave.
No, me.
Oh, Corey. There you go, Corey.
Pomni would just glare at you as you tried to blame her for all of this, but she was too exhausted and in too much pain to argue with you.
Too much pain.
She lay there on the ground groaning as she
Don't
tried to
interrupt
catch her
me.
breath. I hate you. She said with a spiteful voice, but could only stay there and wait for whatever you would torture her with next.
Pomni, Kane claps his hands, 2 lights come on, you've satisfied both people's wishes. My wish is the only wish that's left. He gives you full strength back, you've recovered, you no longer have a broken vertebrae, and you're just fresh Pomni again. So my challenge is a giant pool opens up, a 6-foot wading pool, and I hand you 2 floaties, and I say, put these on.
What the hell?
Pomni would look at the pool, and then at the floaties you gave her. She would look at them, and then back at you. She was not sure what you were up to once again, but she reluctantly took the floaties and put them on, looking back at you with a suspicious expression afterwards. There, I put them on. Now what?
Did you notice the weight of the floaties when you put them on? Your hands crash to the ground as 150-pound weights crumble to the ground. Now, mosey to the fucking water pit and swim to the other side.
And it's 2 miles long, by the way.
Yeah, you have your work cut out for you.
Pomni's eyes widen as she hears what the floats actually are. She tries to pick them up herself, but as you said, her hands crash back onto the ground. The weight of them was insane. But there was no way she would refuse this challenge at this point. You're not serious. There's no way I'm doing this, aren't I? She mumbled before swimming towards the pool, now beginning to swim across it.
Oh, you think you're swimming? Sinks like a rock. Jax comes in and laughs at your misfortune. You can't hear him though because you just hear muffled laughing above the water. But you can somehow see his expression and it pisses you off, causing you to get the strength to push forward. 1 mile, 2 mile. Pomni, you did it. 150 strength out of pure adrenaline. And when you get up, you grab Jax and snap his fucking neck. But he doesn't die. He's still laughing maniacally and it's driving you insane.
Pomni would look at Jax, absolutely pissed that he was laughing at her. Even after she managed to finish the challenge and got out of the water, she couldn't take the sounds of his laugh anymore. It pissed her off even more. And so without a moment of hesitation, she grabbed him by the neck. And with all of the adrenaline that she got from the challenge,
Feeling like Psycho.
she snapped his neck.
What the
He
fuck?
was still laughing.
Oh my
Her
god.
expression would turn into one of confusion and shock. Why are you still laughing?
All right. So, hey, it's me, Dave. That was my friend Corey and Chris. So, Corey actually lied. You didn't fulfill my wish. But anyway, I walk over and I take my rattle and I shove it in Jack's mouth so he can't laugh no more. And then I yank my diaper off and I'm wearing really nice American Eagle jeans underneath. I'm looking rather dashing and, hey, baby, I just silenced Jax for you. I just helped you out. I know that was making you kind of mad.
Pomni would look at you in surprise as you took your rattle and shoved it into Jax's mouth, silencing him. She would look at you as you pull your diaper off and are wearing normal jeans under it. Her expression would look very confused at first, but she would then give a small giggle and a very slight smile. She felt relaxed and a bit more comfortable around you after all the other things you all have put her through. Yeah, it really was.
I allowed you to like overcome your strength.
Yeah,
Mine was like the easiest one to do.
That was my friend Corey talking. Yeah, he's just saying some bullshit. Anyway.
2 miles of drowning, dude.
So, yeah, anyway, I like slick my hair back and I'm like, well, doll, beautiful girl. That's right. Corey can't even believe that I'm making these moves.
Your greasy ass, like fucking dirty 3-day unwashed hair.
Yeah, and then
As like fleas and bugs falls onto the ground and you like spit up baby drool all over your
yet
chest.
somehow Pomni finds it irresistible. And I say, hey, like in that thing in fucking Spider-Verse.
You fart and shit your pants.
Corey's fucking
You're
sabotaging my turn.
Your rotten teeth, she can see the holes in the bugs and the botflies crawling out of your nose.
Did you get all that, baby?
Pomni would look at you and then quickly turn away, looking utterly disturbed and disgusted with the sudden display.
Corey is fucking sabotaging my
She would
turn.
try to look away from the bugs and the drool, very freaked out and grossed out by you.
Little power fantasy's not working out.
Quickly covered her mouth with a hand,
Your feces
attempting to
stained
control
jeans
her
cannot
stomach.
entrance her.
Okay, well, fine, you stupid. Anyway, here's my damn wish. My damn wish. Well, it's all I ever wanted, damn it. My damn fucking wish. I just wanted everybody to be nice to me on my birthday for once in my fucking life. That's all I ever wanted.
Shits and comes pants.
And then for me to shit and cum my pants. That's all I ever wanted is my dang wish. But whenever I try it, everyone runs away. So I want you, Kane, Jax, all those other dumb to sit around and fucking wish me happy birthday while I shit and cum my pants.
That's nice.
Pomni was still recovering from all that you just did, still trying to get the image of the bugs, drool, and
Because you made me the most nasty on earth.
in her face.
All right, listen. My wish, my dang old wish, is for just a firm head shake and a look in the eyes, and then you can go home. You're not trapped in the digital circus no more.
Pomni is still looking very disgusted and trying to
Bitch.
recover from all the most disgusting things you put her through. But when she hears that she can finally go back home, she quickly turns her head towards you. You mean it? I can actually leave?
Whoa.
All right, so listen, just shake my hand here and repeat after me. Me Pomni, me want leave, digital circus.
Dang it all circus.
Dang it all, surface.
Pomni would look at your hand. She would think for a moment before finally taking yours, shaking it softly. Me Pomni, me want leave digital circus. She
No,
repeated
she
after
fucked
you.
up.
Her
Kane-
voice was
Kane
shaky
shakes
as she
his head in
spoke, but she was
disappointment.
desperate to return back home.
Smashes the other light.
Yeah, what is it? Like you said the enchantment wrong. Your hair burst into flames. We extinguish it. Listen, it's fatal to do this wrong. You have to say me Pomni, me want leave, digital circus. If you say it wrong, your fingers might explode off your hand, so just be careful. Now grab my hand again, you hot goddess.
Pomni Pomni exclaimed as her hair burst into flames. You quickly extinguished it, but her hair was a mess. Okay. She hesitantly took your hand again. Me Omni, me want leave digital circus.
She said it wrong.
Kane is fucking furious. He's shattered his teeth out of his fucking head.
You said it wrong. Your fingers blow out of your hands like little rockets, and we all feel really bad for you, to be honest.
Yeah, Ragatha's looking at you, and she's very, like, just sad and meek. And Jax is looking at you. He's also sad. He's no longer laughing. He took the rattle out of his mouth, and now he's just sucking on it like a lollipop.
And his boner went flaccid.
Yeah.
Pomni would exclaim in pain as her fingers blow up and shoot like bullets. She immediately holds her hand in pain. Oh my god, it hurts! It hurts! She winced and groaned in pain, tears building up in her eyes as she looked at Ragatha and Jax.
Your fingers getting blown off hurt pretty bad, huh?
Should have said the enchantment right.
Kane takes off his stupid pants, shows you his amazing digital penis.
No censor bar in sight.
No censor.
Yes, it does! It really does! Pomni said as she whimpered, tears streaming down her face as she looked at her hand. She was too busy looking at her fingers being literally blown off to even notice what you were doing until a moment later and she actually looked at you. Her eyes widen in shock and she turns her head away immediately. Hey, put some pants on.
Kane shakes it to and fro. Did he say bitch?
Did you just call me a bitch?
Kane starts using his amazing digital pingus as his cane from now on.
Stop saying pingus.
And he starts blowing little digital cummies all over you.
Yeah, you get hit with digital loads. There's nothing you do to stop it.
No, I didn't mean to. Pomni tried to argue but was interrupted by you using your special cane.
I didn't.
She grimaced and tried to avoid
Quit
getting hit by more of
role-playing
it.
other stories that aren't happening.
She complained as she covered her face with her hand. She could feel the digital cum hitting her face and on her hands, and she quickly tried to wipe it off, to no avail.
Yeah, no fingers. It sucks. We're gonna have to go. It was nice talking to you. Good luck in your
Digital circus.
getting out of there. Yeah. Bye, Pomni.
Wait, no, don't just leave me here alone. I don't want to be alone. Don't just leave me in this circus.
Jesus.
Closes amazing digital sewer cap, letting no light in.
And the one thing we dropped down the hole is a Game Boy Advance SP with a copy of Hannah Montana Blowout Birthday Bash on it.
Hey! Pomni quickly tried to protest, her voice sounding fearful. She watched as the sewer cap closed. Wait, don't leave me here! She banged on the top of the sewer cap, but it was no use. It didn't budge or move at all.
Pomni, you can't play the Game Boy Advance game.
Because we didn't give you a fucking charger. Yet you didn't even notice because you're being such a about it.
And you also don't have any fingers.
I feel bad for her.
You've got no fingers, and you didn't notice this, but Ragatha was gnawing off your toes while this was happening. So you've been mutilated. And you're stuck. You're stuck in the Igadal circus like this forever.
And Kane is out of magic.
And Kane is out of magic, so he's just walking on his 2 feet with no pants still. Things have gotten worse, Pomni.
What was she supposed to do?
She's supposed to say Igadal circus.